Hello and welcome to 1 Minute Theatre Reviews. I'm Paul Seven Lewis and today I'm going to be reviewing Mike Bartlett's Albion, directed by Rupert Goold and recorded live at the Almeida Theatre in London. Currently available on BBC iPlayer. Sometimes when you watch the first act of a play and it's all the setup and you really want to get it over with and move on to the good stuff, but in the case of Albion, the first act really is the best. Rhodri has bought a house that she knew as a child. It had an historic garden and she plans to renovate it. No matter that this involves uprooting her daughter, neglecting her business, upsetting the local community who've become used to using the huge outdoor space for their annual events. It's a good script, but what you're riveted by is Victoria Hamilton's performance. From the start, she grabs you by the lapels. She's mesmerising as she paces back and forth and spits out her staccato sentences like a neurotic sergeant major.
Let me be mother, seeing as I am.
This is the sort of intimate theatre that works really well in a live recording. The Almeida is a small theatre and the casts are on a three-sided stage, so it's like an oval island surrounded by the audience. Well, actually, it's not an island, it's a garden with a solid tree at one end, which I think gives a sense of history. The actors don't have to shout and the cameras can close in on a face much as you would if you were lucky enough to be sitting in one of the seats. That's my 1 minute review. Keep watching for more of my thoughts on Albion at the Almeida, now available on BBC iPlayer. So for me, nothing lived up to that first act. But as it continues, there's a lot going on with developments involving other characters that felt tacked on, no matter how good the acting was. It wasn't so much multi-layered as laid on thick, and the ending was, well, way too melodramatic. What I loved throughout the whole play was this dominating character of Rhodri. Grief has consumed her, and the only way she can cope is to reject everyone and everything in favour of a retreat into an imagined golden age. She has lost her soldier's son in what she sees as defending his country, but what is referred to at one point as a folly. As a way of honouring him, she's determined to recreate the original garden, even though it's now anachronistic. It's pointed out that the climate has changed, and in this context, climate may refer to more than growing conditions, because there is an allegory here for the state of England, of how we as a nation are coping with the loss of a mythical past glory, and with the need to move on. Rhodri wants to return to a bygone age, but only within the boundaries of her world. So she doesn't care that she's trampling on the traditions of the local people, and that she hires the more efficient Polish cleaner and sacks the local woman who's done the job for 20 years. It's fascinating, shocking even, to see the insensitivity that can come from single-mindedness and to see her gradual but inevitable disintegration. It's also fascinating to see the garden change as flowers grow through the 4 acts, each of which is a different season, culminating with the fall. It's a great design by Miriam Buether. I glossed over the other characters earlier, but that doesn't mean I didn't think they were good or that they weren't acted well. Rhodri's daughter, Zara, is played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, who recently made a breakthrough to stardom with her role in TV's Normal People. She's perfect as a troubled 20-something. Then Helen Schlesinger makes you feel the pain as this successful but shy novelist forced to make a hard choice between a 30-year friendship and a rare opportunity for love. In a play that is more amusing than funny, Nicholas Rowe as Rhodri's devoted husband got the most laughs as a man so proudly laid back that he was almost horizontal. For me, one of the tests of watching theatre at home is whether I wish I'd seen it in the theatre. And in Albion's case, despite some flaws, I would have loved to have been there, especially to see that outstanding performance by Victoria Hamilton. I give Albion 4 stars. If you found this review useful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, 1 Minute Theatre Reviews, by pressing the button somewhere below. And if you can't get enough of me, Please visit my website, oneminutetheatterreviews.co.uk, or listen to my programme on stage musicals on boxofficeradio.co.uk, Mondays at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching.